wanting to sing for years and couldn't because I needed the help, as it were, and you are the help. And it's the same with this one. This is I was raised in Nottingham, and at 14, 15, my sister did me a huge favour because I was music mad, and she did me a huge favour by telling me not to venture down Robin Hood Chase because it was a nasty, seedy, filthy area. So I went down Robin Hood Chase into St Anne's, and it was full of sort of Irish, Jamaican, West Indian pubs, and I heard all the music of the world, and grew up on all that music. And my God, some of them, when I think back now to some of the pubs we went in, I wouldn't go near the street, let alone now I wouldn't dare. And with the Irish pubs, it was often a landlady, hard as bloody nails, you know? And this is sort of based on that, and I always had the feeling that the bands that were playing there had been made to play and told when they'd stop and keep it up because I'm getting you pissed, you know? So that's what I used to think. So when I grew up, which I did once, it's retracted itself a bit again, but I did once. So, la-di-da-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. The night I played at Molly's bar. That's your bit, except for the Molly's bar. Me and my guitar went looking for a bar where we could play a tune or two and maybe sink a brew or two. Round the back and off the beaten track, we didn't have to travel very far until we came to Molly's bar. Well, the doors were open wide, and there she was outside, a tragedy of flesh and blood, a travesty of womanhood. 8'3" of hideosity. Molly McGee from Mullingar, she was the licensee of Molly's bar. La-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. I can't do that one. The night I played at Molly's bar, she said with attitude, if music be the food of love, let's have a bite of it and maybe make a night of it. She winked at me, and as I turned to flee, she choked me with the smoke from her cigar and threw me into Molly's bar. La-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. The night I played in Molly's bar. I've lost it. I landed in the snug where an evil-looking pug said, "That's a fine guitar you've got, better play it loud and hot. If not, you'll be for the garrote, strangulated by your own guitar." That's just the way we are in Molly's bar. I thought my time had come, but there was nowhere I could run, so I dusted off my little thumb and frantically began to strum. Then your man pulled out an old baran and 40,000 beats to every jar. We had 'em on their feet in Molly's bar, your bit. La-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da-di-da. The night I played in Molly's bar, a flute began to toot, and a right pig ugly brute played the spoons to wake the dead by smacking them across his head. Horns blew, a fiddle joined in two, then Molly puffing on a Panama dragged a grand piano in the bar. Soon the crack was 90 at the back, and I was in the thick of it, strumming like a lunatic, seemingly as drunk could be, but secretively spilling every jar. out onto the floor of Molly's bar. La-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da. The night I played in Molly's bar. Time elapsed and everyone collapsed, and Molly, still chewing her cigar, was fast asleep under the bar. I wished her ill, then I made off with the till. And though I went down well with my guitar, I won't be going back to Molly's bar. Your bit. La-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. The night I played in Molly's bar.